Warriors, you must conquer the world within before you can conquer the world without. The Stoics understood this reality thousands of years ago. They didn't squander their power on things that weren't within their power. They channeled their energy where it was most needed: the mind, the soul, the inner citadel of self-discipline. Today we find ourselves in a storm of distraction, messages, enticements, constant distractions tugging at our attention. And most individuals, though robust in body or geniuses in mind, are conquered by this storm. Not because they are not strong, but because their attention has been taken. Marcus Aurelius once penned these words: "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." These are not abstract words of distant philosophy. They are tools for survival in the modern world. Your attention is your most powerful weapon. Your willpower is your most effective shield, and your inner calm is the stronghold that defends you from madness. In this path, you will discover the Stoic secrets of old that created invincible men such as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus. Secrets that can still lead you to clarity, strength, and strength today. We will learn how to focus like an archer, discipline like a warrior, and inner peace like a sage who traverses storms unscathed. But for now, I would like you to imagine this. You are standing in a bustling marketplace. The voices scream. The din is boundless. Every other direction tugs at your attention. But then, in the middle of it all, you see one flame, unmoving, unflinching, burning calmly in the gusts. That flame is your target. That flame is the Stoic within. This video isn't only a lesson, it is mind training. So stick with me. Don't skip, don't stray, because every truth you are going to hear is a weapon. And by the end, you will not only get Stoicism, you will live it. The Stoics learned that the mind should be protected like a fortress. Not every enemy is armed with a sword. Some are dressed up as distractions, temptations, and lost hours. And once they get inside, they break your concentration, disperse your discipline, and rob your peace. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself every day, "You have been wandering. Now you must stop." He was not warning against far-away invaders. He was reminding himself to stop allowing his own mind to wander into disorder. A fortress is secure only when its walls remain intact. So ask yourself, how solid are the walls enclosing your mind? Do you allow every alert, every opinion, every idle sound pass through? Or do you defend your concentration with self-control? The Stoics understood this. Every distraction constitutes a breach in the wall. Every temptation represents an invader scaling the gate. Every moment of divided attention erodes your inner fortress. But defending your mind is not retreating from the world. It is mastering what comes in and what stays. It is deciding what is worthy of your energy and pushing away what takes it. Seneca said, "If you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid by others." Why? Because when you protect your mind, others might not get it. They will not appreciate the silence. They will ridicule your unwillingness to waste time on gossiping, on useless things, on endless swiping. But the mind warrior understands attention is sacred. So construct your fortress, establish rituals that shield your focus, start the day in silence, not in sound. Choose your top 3 priorities and make them your guiding stars. Leave a place free from distractions, even a small corner where your mind can breathe. When you defend your mind like a fortress, you become no longer a prisoner of chaos. You become no longer dangled by every passing storm. Rather, you become strong, immovable, unshaken, like a Stoic king governing his inner kingdom. Warrior, write in you this truth: I protect my concentration like a fortress. And when you feel it, no force external can defeat you. The contemporary world idolizes multitasking. Multitasking is a fallacy, however. Your brain is not a juggler, it is an arrow, and an arrow cannot hit 2 targets simultaneously. Seneca cautioned, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." And that is what you become when you are dissipating your attention. You graze many things, but you master none. You move, but you never progress. You are busy, but you are never alive. The Stoics understood the strength of presence. They believed that to live is to be fully present to this moment, this task, this breath. Consider if you are working on your passions with your whole self, all in. Consider if you are listening to others with all your focus. Consider if each action you took felt like it was your last. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, do every action of your life as though it were the very last act of your life. Consider that. If this were your last opportunity, would you rush? Would you split your mind? Or would you give it your soul? That is the Stoic approach. Science now confirms what the Stoics long ago lived. Multitasking dumbs down concentration. Each switch costs energy. Each split in thought makes you weaker. But when you single task, when you select one thing and devote your whole self to it, you find yourself in what modern thinkers describe as flow, a state of endless concentration, where effort is effortless, where the world drops away, and only the task is left. Here is how you train this. When you eat, eat only. No phone, no sound. When you read, read alone. Words sink deep. When you work, work only. Phone aside, attention focused. When you rest, rest only. Let your mind rest. It will feel awkward at first, because your mind is, but persistence makes resistance strong, and strength becomes mastery. Warrior, write this truth within you. I give my undivided attention to a single task. And if you live like this, you will find that there is a secret. Life is richer when it is inhabited fully in the moment. You don't need more time. You need more presence. A distracted world begets a distracted mind. You can't sow seeds in the midst of a storm and hope they will grow. And you can't hope to establish irreversible concentration when the environment around you keeps distracting you. The Stoics were well aware of this. Though they had no authority over the world, they could exercise control over the ground on which they walked. Epictetus stated, "The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best." Your environment is not only the people you surround yourself with, it is the place you reside in, the energy surrounding you, the order or chaos that fills your mind. If your workspace is messy, your mind will be messy. If your phone is close at hand, your focus will drift. If your space is noisy, your soul will not find peace. Most of us assume willpower will do, but willpower is weak. Environment is stronger. Environment determines behavior without you even realizing it. That is why the Stoics retreated to quiet places, reduced their existence, and designed environments where clarity was simpler to locate. Here is how you can train your environment. Keep your space tidy on a daily basis. A tidy desk sharpens a clear mind. Keep your phone at bay while doing deep work. Out of sight, out of reach, out of mind. Surround yourself with reminders of why you are doing what you are doing, quotes, journals, or even a single sentence that brings you back to your mission. Opt for silence rather than noise. The Stoics hunted stillness not as luxury, but as necessity. When you discipline the environment, you cease fighting battles with distractions. Focus comes naturally. Discipline becomes effortless. Peace flows without resistance. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." And your mind is colored by the world you surround yourself with. So, soldier, use your world as a tool, not an obstacle. Write this reality into your life. I shape my environment to shape my mind. And when you do, you won't fight against chaos. You'll live above it.